Okay, so that's really good if you are doing clients or workshops, either paid or unpaid, or have started. That's really good. Now start converting them to the paid. And today we will work on detailed profile creation. Like either if you are creating a website, or there are some portals which I will share with you in time soon, where you will upload your profiles. So what will be the in the profile? It should start with your name, then your educational background, if it is relevant for attracting clients, the certificate or the courses which are done from NSCA, and the title which you want. So, and then last is what kind of clients you manage and what are the services you provide. So we will see all this, right? I'm writing in the chart. We start with the name, right? Everyone take a pen and paper. If you have a laptop, that's good. So on one side you can manage with the Zoom, and second side you can manage writing your profile. Start with your name, the name which you want. Some people prefer some other name or something. If you have a company name, if you have formed a company, then very good, inform me. I will do something for that. There is a one step to be done. You will write name. The next is you will write the title. Okay. So last batch, they know how to create title. The new people, I will tell you what to do. So in title, you will write marriage counselor, child counselor, NSCA Singapore, or marriage relationship counselor, NSCA Singapore certified, NSCA Singapore certified, child and adolescent counselor, NSCA Singapore certified. Or if you have done masterclass school child parent counseling, then you will write school child parent counselor. Depending on what kind of audience you want to focus. If you have done psychology counseling, you will write that. If you have done fellowship psychology counseling, then you will write fellowship, fellow psychology counseling, NSCA Singapore certified. Correct. And in fellowship, you get two certificates. So second will be child and adolescent, or school child parent counselor, or marriage. So you will write both. Correct. If you have done emotional wellness coach, mind coach, holistic mind coach, you will write that in your title. So the next is going to be the name, the title. Do it right now. Okay. Tomorrow is not going to come if you're waiting for some day. Okay. It will come after 100 years. And if you're procrastinating, lazy, or delaying something, so there is an emotional barrier. And emotional wellness coach student, they should not have an emotional barrier. Do it right now. There are people who are like sitting and doing nothing, and they are thinking they will do after the class. They are not going to do anytime. When you write your name, no need to write your middle name. Okay. So just write your name and surname. If you have formed a company, registered company, you can write in bracket company name, or the second line can be company name. Correct. So far we have written three lines. Next will be background. It can be educational background, or a cultural background, or your some story. Right? What is your life story in 5 lines? So background is kind of summary. But when you write summary, many people they do write, I'm looking for a professional growth and helping and all. So big words, no one going to read, not required. It has to be something that will attract or realistic. Your story, what was your journey, either personal life or a professional life or education, right? If it is relevant. For example, if someone has come from engineering background, then did MSc psychology or MS psychology and then did fellowship, no need to mention that you are an engineer unless that is your selling point. Okay, you want to focus on IT engineers who are completely work stressed and all those things, then that is right. If you're a doctor, then you will write, no need to write I'm a professional doctor. Doctor means a professional. Okay, so just write MD patho, MD micro, MBBS, physiotherapy, right? So what you will write is, your summary will always again start with your name, right? So for example, Dr. Sunita Patil, MD pathology, fellows, emotional wellness coach, and child counselor, NSCA Singapore certified, and having experience. The next segment will be, or probably, and having 20 years of experience in leadership role and education sector, and helping students for counseling. So sometimes you may be at a certain position, but that is not your selling point for this. Because remember, the clients, they might have low self-esteem and they might be hesitant if you mention big words and all those things. So what they are looking is a human being, a friend, a counselor who will help them. So you should come at their level, right? If you write just one line as your background, that um, I'm a psychology counselor helping people since 15 years, good. Certified from NSCA Singapore, good. That's it. Not required anything else. Right? So when someone reads that profile, they should click on the button. Right? They should be like, okay, I want to talk to her because she looks friendly, comfortable, approachable. Right? If you are someone from completely alien background, or if you are a big position, then there is a barrier. Right? And always remember, in title, you should not mention the designations. Okay, that's a good question, Nehal. So, background or summary, should you write in the third person or the first person? Always first person. You introduce yourself. You don't need any third party to introduce yourself. Right? So, this is my profile. I will introduce myself. I will talk to you directly. So, it should look like you are talking to the reader. Some of you, you can WhatsApp, you can, sorry, don't WhatsApp, you can write in the chat. Write in the chat right now, what is a profile or type, sorry, what is a summary or the profile or the background or the journey you want to write. If you have gone through a bad divorce, if you have gone through relationship issues and rebuild your relationship, or you have gone through some emotional trauma and rebuild your life again, mention that. That is a good conversion point, right? So if you have gone through a relationship issue or certain things and you have overcome it, you can help others, right? If you undergone a divorce, you are going to become a probably good marriage counselor. If you prevented divorce or delayed divorce, or you underwent divorce without traumatizing yourself psychologically and the other party, obviously, and your children, then you are a good psychology counselor, marriage counselor, and child counselor. PhD. So we have already discussed this question multiple times. Dr. Bimla, your name spelling mistake is there. Dr. Bimla Anand. So make sure that you don't write spelling mistake while creating your profile. So in Zoom login, there is a spelling mistake. So, right. Rashmi T. D'Souza, T not required. That is not your name. Your name, what do you want to be known? Right? So there are some people who write like big names, father, grandfather, all those things. No, not relevant. Then there are some people like Vinita, they just write first name. Wow, attractive. So that creates interest, right? So Vinita's style is that she will not write surname. Wow, that's good. Nothing wrong in that. Correct. That's a good idea, Dr. Bimla. So FCGP will be capital. Also, you will write, if you are doing fellowship with NSCA, you will write fellow psychology counseling and NSCA certified and child child counselor. Or if you are doing just psychology counseling, you can write. No need to write the duration and all those things. Very good, Rashmi. Relationship managed counselor, child and adolescent counselor, person who understands children, their feelings, has overcome epilepsy after battling for 15 years. Can this be correct? So now that disease or your condition, you remove that component. Okay. Unless, like, if someone is like working in a segment, like someone is into epilepsy, rheumatoid arthritis, and you are providing a service for that, then you should write. But that is not relevant for counseling business, right? You can write about your emotional things or relationship or other things, okay, if you desire so, if you think that is your click. But personal issues you should typically avoid, unless that is something you want to pitch, right? Unless you think that is your selling point. When you are doing it, there is a reason we are doing this exercise. When you are doing that, make sure that you use proper pronunciations, capital letter, small letter, grammar. Don't put dot, 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 unless you are writing a WhatsApp to your soulmate. It has to look professional. If you think you will make it professional letter, very good, very good. After 100 years, you will definitely make it. Anyone else? Please write in the chat. What is the profile you want to write? The background. So we have yet. So we are written the name, the title, and your summary. Okay. So we will come to what are the conditions you cater and what are the client base you cater. We will come to that. First, you write your summary. Correct. Dr. Sarda, you can do that. So in that you will write a better attractive title is a fellow psychology counselor. Like Dr. Bimla has done something. What was the qualification? FCGP. So there are FROG, FCOG, cardiology, FCCP, endocrinology, certain other fellowships, correct? So in clinical world, fellowship is the highest qualification. Doctors always prefer fellow to refer their clients. Very good. So this is Dr. Bimla, this is your title, right? The summary. The summary for you, Dr. Bimla, will be MBBS doctor with FCGP, marriage and relationship counselor, psychology counselor, NHCA Singapore certified, having 20 years or 30 years of medical practice in government setup. Correct? So that is what you will write, Dr. Bimla. Abani, very good. So that is a title. Now, Abani, create your profile background. Very good. So Nehal has created a company, given the name of the company yet to register, Purple Nest. And Purple Nest by Nehal, that looks like a self-centric. So Nehal, you correct this part. And Nehal.vrk, I'm not sure if that is your name or after that dot is a mistake. So Nehal VRK, Purple Nest, school, parent, and child counselor. What? So there is a definitely grammatical mistake, lot of grammatical. Just rectify this here. Come on. You are a writer, right? Don't do such things. Yeah, Karen. Very good. So interesting profile you are written, Karen. That is nice. So Karen has decided to just write one line as her summary. Like it. Okay. So Kanchana Balasubramaniam, coming to the qualification. Okay, you are asking this question. I thought you are going to write in your profile that coming to my qualifications, I am this. Not required. It looks like a lot of self-centric. Right? Yes. So Kanchana, you are doing instead of F&D, you write complete fellow nutrition and dietetics. So that will be your selling point. Fellow nutrition dietetics. Then PG bioinformatics. If you want, you can write biotechnology. No worries. So this qualification has to be integrated in your summary. Okay, and not necessary. Like the good example was Karen. She has decided to write just one statement: passionate to help build peaceful relationship and families, and working for emotional well-being. Right? Supriya, good work. So that is your name and the title. Your name has your spelling mistake. Wow, I just like those people who do spelling mistake in their own name. Don't do that in exam. Correct. So Bimla will write work in. Yeah, Vinita, that's good. Now Vinita, you written everything good, but don't write name, Vinita, company, Meraki, title, this. So when you create a profile, it has to go like a flow. Vinita, founder of Meraki, child and adolescent counselor, fellow psychology counselor, NHCA Singapore. I'm a person next in your neighborhood who went through roller coaster ride, okay, of life in making herself dependent, making myself dependent, independent, correct? Spelling from physical handicap, financial struggle, social esteem, and mental balance in life. That needs to be structured properly. And now, after 30 years of expressing, supporting, okay. So, probably while writing the chart, you forgot certain words. Um, I know Vinita writes very good. I have read her articles. So, Vinita, please rectify all those stories. Okay. Correct, Amit Tavali. That is good. Yeah. Correct. So, short form, Dr. Sunita, I am, you're not writing WhatsApp, you're writing a professional profile. Don't do that. Then MBBS probably not required, not relevant. So, directly go to I am MD pathology with emotional wellness coach and child counselor certified from NSC Singapore with 15 years experience in leadership role, healthcare education. Instead of health education, healthcare education looks better, and student counseling. So no need to define in your role. Basically, since 15 years, you have been doing counseling. So no need to be so much strict, right? So make it simple. Remove the second 10 years of experience again, right? So make it a single segment. Nitasha Bambani, very good. So Nitasha, use one surname unless that is your selling point. Okay, so you want to use your both the surnames, right? So Nitasha Bambani, child counselor, emotional wellness coach, NSC Singapore certified. I like to help people get over their emotional turbulence, right? Build better relationships, have a happy marriage life, all those things. Right, right. Story. It has to be story. It should look good. When you read psychology counseling book, you feel that I'm talking to you. Try to learn that technique, right? So every page you feel you hear my voice. Every page you feel that okay, I'm talking to you, right? And it is so engaging that you cannot stop reading. Correct. So write stories. Correct. That's a good question, Rashmi. Should we add all the courses? Uh, so there can be two types of profile. One is you focus on particular client base, marriage counseling. Second will be child and adults. Don't write child marriage counselor, please. Okay. So that is illegal in India. If you are helping children to get married. So it can be child and marriage relationship counselor. Okay. At least okay, though confusing, but still okay. Right? So one line marriage relationship and family counselor, and second can be um, child and adult counselor. Okay. When you write adult counselor as a single word, don't do that mistake, right? So instead of that, you should write psychology counselor, correct? Because the adult word in Google has a different meaning and algorithm. Second is family counselor. Typically, you should try to avoid. Marriage and relationship counselor is good and decent and sufficient for Google algorithm, because In Google, family counselor includes marriage bureaus, freelancers, those who help connect two people to get married, and the legal, family lawyers and family court and all those things. Right. So there is a lot of competition in that. Correct. So Neha Mishra has written good. Fellow psychology counselor, marriage relationship counselor, child counselor. Thank you. Very good. You are not merged the two things. Emotional wellness coach, NSA Singapore certified. I believe in using the repertoire. What is that? It sounds difficult to read also and understand also. Okay. So use some easy meaning. I believe in using my skills. Simple, yeah. Come on. So Neha Mishra believes I believe in using my skills to help clients in achieving the best and happier versions of themselves. Okay, it looks very fake. It looks like very high version of you. Come to the ground. Okay. So, but still you can write it. Okay, but make it easy. Reporter and all, just remove that. Okay. Um, so you can probably modify that. I use my skills rather than, there are two ways. I can help you. Second is I will help you. Which one is good? Number one, I believe in using my skills to help you. I use my skills to help you. Which one is good? You believe, but you do not do that, right? Okay. So try to write something that connects directly to people, right? Probably when you write a book or some blogs and something, then you can write a lot of fancy things. Okay. So Neha Mishra, I will modify your thing. So I use my counseling and coach skills to help clients have an emotional balance and find happier version of themselves. Looks good. Or achieving the best and happier version of themselves, still good, not bad. Okay, but remove that extra words. Understand, people have 30 seconds. They cannot wait for 30 seconds also, right? So they should be able to read. There are more things to read, right? What you provide, what kind of client base. Interesting. Supriya has written a good summary. I like it already. Prerna, send your summary now. You have done your so many fancy brochures. So what is the summary you have written? She has done good. Richa has also done good. Those who are shared, I can give the feedback. Nehal has modified. Very good. Now I like it. Right? Okay. That sounds good. Very good. Would be glad to help you. The last segment you can modify Nehal. Right? So now you have created good profile without spelling mistakes and all those things. So good. The purple list is the single word or the combined word. So if you are applying for a trademark, then it should be single word. If you're not applying for trademark, then it can be separate work. For registration, separate work is okay. Right. Now Selin profile. Selin spelling mistakes. Your profile, your name has to be capital. Then you write Lieutenant Colonel Selin. Okay. And Lieutenant Colonel Selin VD or Lieutenant Colonel Selin Ben. Marriage, biblical, student counselor, emotional wellness and holistic mind coach. NSA Singapore certified. I'm passionate to help people with relationship issues, emotional turbulence, and traumas. Right? I like to help people to overcome their emotional traumas or psychological traumas. Right? So that is basically should be a profile, that is your specialty. And if you want to focus on Catholic and believers, then you can talk of biblical counseling and something as well, if that is your focus area. Dipali, very good. So Dipali Raskar, right? It looks like a third party is writing for you. Now convert it to the first party. Otherwise, it is good. For a large part of life, I have worked with schools and colleges as a psychologist, emotional wellness course certified. Yeah, instead of writing a large part of life, write that 20 years or 15 years or so. Okay. So, okay, large part of life, still good. Not bad. Yeah, still good. No one knows your age, so that's good. Except me, I know your age. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Dr. Bimla. So that's a good title. Use my skills to ease your life. Okay, what is the meaning of that? No one knows. Be clear. So it can be like ease your life in terms of finances, getting a job, getting married, getting divorced, or emotional or psychological turbulence. What is it? What do you want to say? Right. So clarify that part. Otherwise, good. Okay, Abahani, remove the IT analyst. Right. Um, or yeah, actually no problem. So for Abani background, you can write IT analyst, turn into nutritionist and dietitian. So you are doing the integrated program, na, nutrition and dietetics. So because nutrition is more of theoretical molecules and all those things, and people don't want to go to them. So people want to go to a dietitian. And if you have integrated nutritionist and dietitian, wow, that's a good combination to go. Right, NSCA Singapore certified. Um, Everything is good. Being a mother of two should be actually spelling, not the number. I understand the importance of good health from the very start. I am the one-stop shop to healing. Grammatical mistake. Okay, adults, old age, people who are going through health struggles today. Okay, completely wrong statement. Need to modify that. So you are not a one-stop shop for healing because you are not a doctor. You are not a hospital, right? If you have a big setup where you have tied up with 10, 15 doctors of different specialty, then you can write. You are not into healing. You are only into nutrition and dietetics. Okay. So what you can write is basically you are a one-stop shop for nutrition and dietetics. If you want to use that word, just stuck to your head. So you can write, I'm a one-stop shop for nutrition and dietetics for children, adults, and geriatric population or old age or growing adults, growing children, whatever. This is also good to overcome their, to have a healthy lifestyle or healthy life and struggles. Okay, we move fast now. Abhani has modified certain things, but needs to modify further. Okay. Pradnya, very interesting. So Pradnya Dubare, child and adolescent counselor. Pradnya, you can write fellow psychology counselor and an MSc also, right? So you will write, Pradnya will write MSc psychology, child and adolescent counseling counselor, fellow psychology counselor, NHCA Singapore certified with 13 years of experience. Yeah, experience is always professional, no problem. Direct right experience uh, in psychology and helping children, adolescents, and adults to deal with emotional turbulence, psychological challenges, day-to-day life, and mental emotional life. Wow, that's good. Good profile. Anyone else? Natasha has said something. Okay, so not bad. Yeah, good. Still good to start. You will modify once you start after that. Okay, so Rashmi wants to start with something. That's also good style. Nothing wrong in that. Okay. Help making the children goal-oriented, calm, and ready to face challenges. Like, oh, that sounds good. I help parents. That sounds to the point exactly. Okay. So first statement is opening statement. Children are more than just their behavior. Very good. I help parents and kids to understand each other. Wow, already liked it, right? And help making the children goal-oriented, calm, and ready to face challenges in life. So what Rashmi is writing is basically what parents are looking. So parents are looking that they want to connect to the children and children should connect to them. Wow, that's good, right? The second thing you can write is another approach someone can use. All every one of you can use is that uh, I will help like your name, then child and adolescent counselor or school child parent counselor, NSC Singapore certified, and I help parents understand the positive and negative reactions while managing a child or while handling a child's erratic behavior without traumatizing the child psychologically. That sounds good. If someone reads your profile, they will stop. They will check your number. They will click on the click button, payment button, or call button. Right? Can you please repeat? Okay, who is going to type with my speed? So name, child and adolescent counselor, or masterclass school child parent counselor, NHCA Singapore certified. I help parents understand positive and negative reactions while managing a erratic behavior by your children without, and how to handle them without traumatizing them psychologically. Either you can add and you can make it two segments, you can merge. So essence is going to be without traumatizing psychologically, erratic behavior of children, positive reaction, negative reaction. Right? You like it? Because that is what you learn in child syllabus. Good profile, Lieutenant Selin. Spelling mistakes, no need for retired. And grammatical error again. Am I for grammar or am I for broad things? Sorry, that's a part of OCD. Vandana Manoka, child and adolescent counselor certified with NSA Singapore. I help people find answers, solve problems, and get inspired. Wow, like it. So don't wait. Okay? Bring emotional and behavioral health of your child. Sounds good. So there has to be the action point. So bring means how they will bring by calling you. Okay. So talk to me today to bring emotional and behavioral wellness to your child. Bring to. Neha Mishra sent something. So all the titles, very good. MA Psychology, Fellow Psychology Counselor, Child Counselor, Marriage Relation Counselor, Emotional Wellness Coach, NSA Singapore. I use my counseling and emotional wellness skills to help my clients achieve a happier version of themselves and lead a better life. Sounds good. Okay. So now you will make two. So in this profile, you will remove marriage counselor. And for marriage counselor, you make separate. So I help clients rekindle their relationship, separate without traumatizing themselves, or facilitate a easy divorce, or separate, or manage the relationship or separation without traumatizing themselves and the children. Yes, Vandana. So Dr. Sunita has said something. We'll read it after Vandana's. Yes, Vandana.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible? Good evening, sir. Sorry, my name is Vandana Manocha, sir. It's Manocha. Yes, sir. And sir, and second thing is, sir, can I write also emotional and this mind coach and emotional wellness?
Yes, you should.
So I can create two profiles, one with child and adolescent counseling and another with mind coach. And so another tagline can be used for that.
Use similar profile or separate, both the things can be done. In profile, you will also mention 20 years of experience into education, school and parent counseling.
Yes.
That is your starting point. Okay.
Yes. Good. So separate profile for that with 20 years of experience of teaching and all?
Yes, same profile.
Okay.
Online you will add, like Dr. Sunita will write 15 years or 15 years experience in leadership role, healthcare education and counseling. For 20 years experience in, 15 years, you want to look young in front of the audience. Okay. You want young. Okay, my mistake. So 5 years, 10 years experience. It is very ironical. When it comes to experience, we want to show it more. And when it comes to age, we want to show it less. Okay. So we will have a middle ground. Because you started your career at a very young age of 20 and you are now 30. So we start 10 years of experience, completely flattered, I know. So 10 years of experience in education, school, child and parent counseling.
Okay.
Right? And principal counseling also.
Thank you.
Okay. So Dr. Sunita has written the summary. I help parents understand positive negative reactions while handling child's erratic behavior without traumatizing the child. Wow, that looks good. Yes, good. So everyone can copy this. And all of you and everyone can copy from each other. Don't hesitate. Okay, if you like something, take it. Okay. Second, now what is the client focus and what are the services you offer? Okay, so client focus can be two things. One is the client base. What is your education background, qualification background, the social status, and what kind of client base you want to focus. Correct? And second approach can be the client facing certain issues, the conditions. Okay. So first example, the client base with the background. So if you are working in IT or a stressful job, or you have a work with stress, or you are working in a leadership position, right? I will help you. Right? Or I help those who are into leadership position or who come from the IT background or uh, home mother background, working woman background, entrepreneur background, right? So that is a client profile. Understood? So if you come from IT background, or if you come from a teacher background, or you are a healthcare professional, a doctor, and focusing on other doctors coming to you for emotional wellness, so you should write that. Okay? Understood? Right? So this is a client profile. So select the client profile you want to focus. Right? And if you don't want to focus on the client profile, then directly come to the conditions. So conditions can be, if you are facing emotional turbulence, including stress, anxiety, depression, palpitations, or if you are feeling unwell and you do not know the reason, right? Take whatever you like, okay? You have work-related issues, work-related stress. You come home exhausted. You always feel exhausted. You have relationship issues. You have issues with your family. You have marital issues. You have trouble with your children. Your children do not listen to you. You do not listen to your children. You do not go along with your children. Children do not go along with you. You are unable to find balance between work and personal life. You are unable to sleep. You get up early in the morning. You are getting it. So the another one is the client with the conditions. Correct? So what kind of conditions you are focusing on? So if you're writing marriage counselor, then you will write about marriage, relationship, and if you're going through the separation, divorce, or trying to rekindle relationship, or if you feel that your relationship has exhausted or getting boredom and you want to excite it again by doing some couple activities and all those things, or if you're looking for some relationship test to find out your compatibility of marriage, trust, love, respect, hurt, stonewalling, all those things. I can help you reach out to consensus, right? But don't give them a report that your marriage is incompatible and get out of that marriage. So don't do that mistake. Okay. Right? But there are clients who are looking for, okay, I got married now to check whether that was the right decision. Okay, come to me then. Come. I will run a test on you if your marriage is compatible. Correct? And if it is not compatible, I will tell you what are the couple therapies, couple activities you will do, what are the other tests we should know, and what are the more important compatible things that you will ask each other and make the marriage compatible. Right? So that is the next level of clients are already liking you. Okay, so Sonal has sent something. Sonal, MS Psychology, fellow child and adolescent counselor, marriage relationship counselor, emotional wellness coach, holistic mind coach, NHCA Singapore certified. I have around 20 years of experience helping out children, adolescents, adults to come out of their emotional turbulence and build a happier and balanced life and relationships. Wow, like it. That's good. That was a summary. Now come to the client profile or the client conditions. And then last part is what you're going to use. What are your tools? So your tools can be couple activities, the techniques you have learned in emotional wellness coach, or it can be relationship test, love, respect, anger, all those tests, compatibility test, probability of your divorce, and all those things. Okay, so you can use something. Okay, so you want them to click your button. There are thousands of counselors and relationship counselors available in the market. Some are more qualified, some are less qualified. So the click comes when there is a connect. Okay, Priyanka Chaurasia has written, emotional well-being is just as important to us as breathing. Wow. Priyanka Chaurasia, HR professional since 20 years or HR leadership role and certified fellow psychology counselor from NHCA Singapore with 12 years experience in the corporate world. Wow. I've been helping people with child and adolescent counselor, work-life balance issues, anxiety, depression, relationship issues. Interesting. That is a click. I help parents to raise emotionally stable kids and help them rekindle their relationships with their kids. Wow, like it. So you have integrated the rekindle relationship instead of a couple with the children. That sounds good. Good. Good profile, Priyanka. Good work. So sending on chart is one thing and writing on your paper and the laptop is another thing. So do that both. Okay. So that's good. Prerna Agrawal. So Prerna Agrawal has named her company Reveal to Heal. Sounds good. Yeah. Something catchy and makes you think what is this reveal thing. Similarly, Nehal Agrawal, Purple Nest. Okay. I had not heard of Purple Nest. Nehal earlier had come with other name, asked about, sir, which option I should select. Then other option was so common, I said, don't go with something common. Okay. So it's not compulsory to register your company right now. You can just choose the name, and when you choose a name for your company, so select, identify 15 names, and then meditate on that for 1 week and rule out which you don't like and which are catchy and which are like common. No need to worry about that. Okay, forget it. Like some people write very common Parivartan and all those things. There are big NGOs, small NGOs. There are many small players who use that same word. Okay, so you should create something new and something else. Okay, then even if you take something existing, it's absolutely okay, unless it's a trademark of someone. Like Cogwheel Power is my trademark, you are not allowed to use it unless you take franchisee license. I will be happy to give you, no problem. So child and adolescent counselor, spelling mistake, marriage and relationship counselor, correct, emotional wellness coach. You can't control anyone else, but you can control yourself. So I'm laughing because I know Prerna is laughing very loudly there, right? So she's going to write my diagnosis now. Don't do that, Prerna. You can't control anyone else, but you can control yourself. So you don't wait before it's too late. Call me today. Wow, that's good, right? So you can add Prerna, call me today in your profile. And don't mention your personal number. It is going to be a professional number which you keep on, means unmute for a certain time, and all the other remaining time you mute it. Correct. Very good. I know you are taken. I'm just saying it for other people. Right. So child and adolescent counselor. Okay. Good work. So now we come to book. Read the book. Priyanka is so busy in her role as director of MNC. So yet to read the book. It will be useful for your exam, Priyanka, in August. Okay. So you can mention breathing exercise or breathing techniques, okay, without revealing the things, the names, or certain other things. Or if you don't know any of this, you can just write the I know counseling techniques or tips for healthy lifestyle modifications to help you feel good or emotionally good. All those things. Very good, Priyanka. Thank you. Now, so have you created the client profile? Right? So Priyanka probably might focus on the corporate clients who have work stress issues, the IT and all those things, right? So Abani might decide to focus on again extremely busy lifestyle, and within that, how will you find time for your nutrition and dietetics balance? Okay, because you want to take your tiffin, you want to eat at your canteen. So I'm a dietitian who allows you to eat anything and all the rubbish thing, and just give you certain thing which is like comfortable, right? I don't give you a strict diet chart, because if I do that, you will run away. So I give you something that is a balanced. And the second client profile will be on based on the conditions. Okay. And the last is what you do. So what you do is, so that can, there you mention some of the techniques which you learned in emotional wellness coach. Or if you're done marriage and relationship, then you will mention the marriage and relationship test, the name of the test. You can write about, I use for marriage relationship counseling, I use test for respect, love, anger, stone walling, compatibility, the likelihood of divorce, all those catchy words like, right? So select what out there are 30 tests, 31 tests in the book. Out of that, you can select which you want, right? And then if you're done emotional wellness coach, whichever techniques you're comfortable, write that. Okay. Make sure you write hope technique, survivor technique, because these are like catchy names and people get attracted to it. And that mentions the word itself is self-understandable, dark hole and the angel, then flap of the wings, breathing techniques, cord cutting, cord reorientation, inner child regression, advanced EFT, all those things. Okay, just don't write EFT, write advanced EFT. There are many people who write EFT. Okay, so you are learned advanced. So make sure you write certain things which are not there in the market. So if you Google, try to find out inner child regression, there are hundreds of people, cord cutting, cord reorientation, hundreds of people. But the survivor technique, dark hole and the angel, and hope, the hope technique, which has changed many lives. Got a call from director of universities and collectors of some cities in the middle of night that it has changed their life. So these are the techniques which I have developed, and only my students know those techniques. So you mention those name of those techniques in your profile, because that is something catchy and that is something new for the client, right? You can choose to write 352, 478 without mentioning what is it exactly. Okay, just write, don't write breathing technique, just write 352, 478 techniques. Again, that's something creates suspense, mystery. Okay, I need to find out what is she doing. I want to talk to her. Wow, that's good. It has to be like that. Obviously, Priyanka, no, the names are mentioned. Some of the basic techniques are covered in the book. And in the book, you will find that every condition, anxiety, depression, stress, generalized anxiety, insomnia, bipolar disorder, then autistic child, all those things. So for every condition, there are 20 to 50 tips. There are 20 to 50 things you will tell the client to change. It can be lifestyle modifications, diet modifications, or certain counseling tips you will tell to the client. Plus, for every condition in the book, you will find, in psychology counseling book, in the program, you will find common questions a client will ask you, and what are the good answers the client will like. In the same book, you will find how to return your client, what should you communicate, how a dialogue goes. When a client comes to you, how do you start, then what is the middle, then how do you end your session, and how do you make the client come to you next. Before the client goes, what is that statement you say? That is there in the book. So that just one statement makes the client come to you next time. In every chapter, it is there. Okay, Selim, yes, no worries. You WhatsApp me, Selim. Lieutenant Colonel Selim, no worries. You are our old student since 2 years when you were working in the military hospitals. So obviously, if you ask something, I will give you, no worries. Questions? And those who are doing learning things, okay, if you have attended few sessions of child, few sessions of psychology counseling, start using that to help people. Okay, right? Either you charge professionally or not charge, that depends on your decision, your capacity, and your education background. But start helping people. If you are doing emotional wellness coach, make a target that by the time you finish that program, you earn that money. You recover that money. If you have a good profile, you should be able to recover 3 times, 5 times out of that. So keep a target like that. And don't just teach the techniques to the client and ask them to go and practice at home. Tell them you come to me every time so that you have a professional help. And I've been training that, I will help you. And if you're doing something wrong, I can tell you how to correct it and without having any side effects. And make sure that you come to me again so that you are able to continue your medicines which your psychiatrist has prescribed, or maybe wean off your medicines under your psychiatrist supervision, along with his consultation, with my help. That is the purpose of a counselor. Or maybe avoid medicines in most of the cases, right? Or you may have hesitation to start medications because of some side effects, but counseling is completely safe. And I know techniques which I will use to help you feel good, emotionally good, happy, less stressed, cool, calm, have a work-life balance, enjoy the life, live the life. You have two options. You can choose to wait for 1 year and suffer, or you can take my help today and you will start living your good, healthy, happy life, happy relationships from today. Click on the button right now, call me. So all those things you can mention in your profile. And when you talk to the client on phone, make sure you say that. It's there in the book as well. There are more features in the book, right? How to talk to the client when the client calls you first time, how to close the call, how to talk in the middle, and all those things. For every condition, it's there. So it's a dialogue between the counselor and the client. So that's how the book is written. So take maximum benefit. Keep a target, whatever you invest in the program, earn that by the time program is over. That will give you very good confidence that you can start something on your own. And if you are having a job, don't leave your job suddenly thinking that you will have a big line of clients. It doesn't work like that way. Okay. So continue your job 2 hours per day, focus on clients or getting clients and helping them. All those 2 hours included. Because other time you have to be with your family as well. Don't forget them. And then when you start earning sufficiently, which balances your present income, that is a time to leave your job and take the risk. And if you have any trouble, any difficulties, I'm always there. I will not handle your case. I will tell you how to handle your case. I will not swim for you. I will throw you in the water after training you how to swim and will wait for how you swim. But if you are about to drown, I will give you life support. Don't worry. Like this, drowning can be medical legal issue or some client troubling you or certain things or some issue is there or some emotional blockade in your mind, how to move ahead. So that thing I can tell you what to do. And if you face some difficult client, tough client, I mean, in terms of troublesome client, don't worry. It's okay. It's a part of the business, right? Even if you do job, there are people who are troublesome. Still, you continue to do job. It's like that only. Don't run away. There are always solutions. Just WhatsApp me, take my appointment, talk to me. I will tell you how to manage that solution problem diplomatically. For all of my students, if someone gets into a big mess and if needed, I also talk to those people and resolve that. And medical legal issues, you should absolutely avoid by following certain things which you are learned in medical legal class, the old batch, which will be repeated for the new people. Don't worry. Okay, Deepali Raskar has sent something very interesting. Good work, Deepali. I'm on a mission to create happiness in the lives of people. I believe each individual is unique and bring out the best in them. Wow, sounds good. It looks like a coach. That's great. Good. Questions? You enjoyed? Okay. So life is to live happily. Don't wait. Tomorrow is not going to come. If you are waiting for tomorrow, you will never live your life. 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, you have been suffering and you will continue to suffer. Call me today, talk to me today. 45 minutes, 60 minutes is what it takes. If you talk to me today, you will start feeling better. I will help you. Start feeling good from today, not tomorrow. Start feeling good now. I can start the counseling session right now. If you are on a call with a client, that call has to be converted. Before the client disconnects the call, client should pay you the money and you should convert that call to counseling session, right? There is no need to wait. There is no need for next day appointment unless you are busy, and you or other tactic is you want to show that you are busy. Right? Because the client needs help today. No need to allow or give opportunity for the client to roam and do window shopping. If someone calls you, that's clear cut conversion. So take up emotional counseling, psychology counseling today, and you will feel good. Start live life today. Thank you, everyone. Have a great time. We'll meet Monday, 6 to 7 p.m. Psychology counseling. If you have some requests for the topics, you can send it on the chat, not on WhatsApp. You will flood my inbox. And after 5 p.m., I do not check my inbox. Digital well-being. Remember, emotional well-being starts from you. So first focus on your emotional well-being, then help others. Don't allow clients or your nearby people, near ones, to spoil your emotional well-being. Focus on yourself first, then comes everything else. Have a great time. Enjoy.